Hi everybody, Woody here with you again. Last segment we talked about changing out the cast saw blade on a 940 Stryker handheld cast saw. Today we are going to talk about continuing that process into the actual CastVac, the 986 CastVac. The saw, the 940, connects to the CastVac via, of course, electrical cord and vacuum hose, because it is a vacuum. And then once it gets to the vacuum itself, you have the canister, and within the canister is of course the motor at the bottom and the filter. The filter does need to be changed out periodically, anywhere from once every 3 to 6 months to maybe once biannually, or once or twice a year, depending on how many casts you're cutting off per period. We average about, low ball average, about 100 cast removal a week at our facility here at Pediatric Orthopedics. That being said, if we're taking off 100 cast a week, 4 weeks out of the month, that's 400 cast. So 400 cast, generally speaking, 400 cast removal per month. I'm usually having to change out this filter about every 6 months, every 3 to 6 months. So what do you do when you go to change out the CastVac filter? It's pretty easy. Changing out the filter takes like a minute, maybe, but there's a lot of preparation that goes into that. Number one, make sure you contact whoever your OSHA coworker rep is, or hazmat coworker rep is. Some places it's a designated employee. Other places, larger facilities, hospitals and such, have an actual department. But make sure you get with them first, touch base with them, so that everybody's on the same page as far as what you have to do to discard the old filter. There'll probably be some sort of hazmat bagging or boxing, and there may even be a designated location where to discard it, as opposed to just in the dumpster. Make sure you get with them first before you even open the canister, because you are dealing with hazmat. Well, it is hazmat. I mean, you're dealing with fiberglass dust of different weights and different sizes. So that being said, you want to look out for yourself, of course, first. So make sure that when you're going, after everybody's been notified and everybody's on the same page, make sure you have proper protection, at least an N95 and at least gloves and at least some sort of eye protection. If you want more than just eyeglasses, if you want goggles, acceptable. If you want a mask that has actual canisters on it, or if you want to wear long sleeves, all these things are acceptable, and just upon request. And then of course you change out the filter. You take the old one out, place it in whatever designated location you're going to do, and then you put the new one in. If you have a hard time finding a new 986 filter cartridge, just reach out, get online. Castcutters.com will probably have one for you. If not, they can direct you in the right location or to the right vendor. That being said, you go ahead and don your protective gear, and then I'll show you how to take this thing apart. Like I said, it takes maybe a minute, if that. There's not much to it. It's just everything that builds up the lead up to it. So you get your new canister ready, or excuse me, I apologize, your new filter ready. The canister, I'll bring this in close so you can see. The canister itself is pretty easy. It's 2 little clips. There's one. There's two. 2 clips. They latch on to these 2 little lips right here. 1, 2. You lift up the lid, just hang it off to the side, and you lift up your filter right out of there. It just comes right out. This has a little bit of weight to it, so that I know that this thing is due for a change, because this thing it's weighing right now, it feels like it's about maybe 3 to 5 pounds in weight, which is pretty heavy for a filter. You take it out, and don't mess with it, don't shake it around too much. And even though you're gonna be tempted, because there's a hole on the top here, to take your flashlight and look inside, no need to do that. If it feels like it's full, then it's full. Get rid of that wherever they tell you to discard it properly. You get your new one, and the new one just sits right in there. It's pretty easy. You just put it right in, nice and light, no big deal. This lid has a little lip here, and it has a seal here. So the lip fits right into the little hole of the filter. Then you get it down on the seal, match up the little latching mechanism, and you just clip it back on. 1, 2. That's it. It's really easy, and there's really no reason to make a big old hairdo out of it. You just take the old one, discard it properly, put the new one. Should last you for a few hundred casts minimum. And that's how you change out the 986 CastVac filter. All right, you guys, until the next video, we'll see you then.